friends. We are in the process of going through all of the fruits of the Spirit in our community groups, and today we come to the fruit of peace. If you looked up peace in the dictionary, you might find the words calm or tranquility. You might find other words too, but I'm going to talk about calm and tranquility as that relates to peace in our lives. And there's a couple ways we can apply that. One, we can apply it to our relationships. So if we have peace in our relationships with each other, that means there's a lack of fighting or a lack of war. You think about the opposites, war and peace. So having peace in our relationships means having calm and tranquility in our relationships. We also can have a sense of inner peace in our lives. Sometimes even in spite of what's going on around us, we can have a sense of calm and tranquility in our lives in the face of difficulty. So when I think about that idea, I often think of the old hymn, when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll. Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. That hymn is all about, maybe you know that, maybe you don't, but that hymn is all about the idea of having peace within, even when the circumstances in our lives are very difficult. So we can have peace in relationships, we can have inner peace. And those are the two primary ways we're going to talk about peace today, but there are a couple other ideas that you might have thrown out when you think about peace. You might just think about your surroundings, wanting a place of peace and quiet, a place of calm and rest. And we also know that in the Bible, the word peace or shalom is used as a greeting. So if you read the New Testament letters, the word peace is often included in the greetings or the closings of New Testament letters. But we're really going to focus on what it means to exhibit the fruit of peace in our lives in terms of our relationships with each other and within our own selves, but also as it relates to our relationship with God. That's really where we have to start, because prior to being saved, we were people who were at odds with God. We were enemies of God. Our sin separated us from God. But because of our Prince of Peace, Jesus Christ, who came and his life, death, resurrection, and ascension purchased for us a reconciled relationship with God. He purchased salvation for us so that we could have a right relationship with God and live in peace with God, so that we can have calm and tranquility. Maybe those aren't the best words to describe our relationship with God, but we can live in right relationship with God, who loves us, who sent his son to redeem us, who knows us. And all of that idea of Jesus being our Prince of Peace, who purchased salvation for us, who gives us the opportunity to have right relationship with God, all of that gives us hope. So I want to read for you Romans 15, verse 13. It says this: "Now may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you believe, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." Having a sense of calm and tranquility within is dependent upon also having hope in God. Hope for the future is part of it, knowing that we are saved for relationship with God for eternity, that he is making a place preparing a place for us, that we will live for eternity in perfection with him, in right relationship with him. That's part of our hope. But we also have hope today, because we can put our trust in a God who is sovereign, who's in control, who knows all things, who created us, who loves us, who sent his son to die and resurrect and ascend for us so that we can have this right relationship with God. All of this gives us hope. And that hope is what informs our peace in ourselves, having inner peace. And also it informs why we can have peace in our relationships with each other. So today, you're going to talk about those things. You're going to read some scriptures and you're going to talk about what it means to exhibit peace in our relationships with each other, and what it means to have inner peace, to have tranquility. The Christian version of inner peace peace with God, peace with ourselves, peace with each other. And as you do that, I hope this will be a springboard for you to reflect on that in the coming week, and that it will fill you with hope and peace as you remember what God has done for you, that he has given his son to purchase salvation so that you can have a peaceful relationship with God, so that we can live in peaceful relationships with each other, and you can have peace within your own self in spite of your circumstances because of the God whom we trust.